she's too selfish to share the spotlight. Everything's about Nicole. She's not a team player, right? All of these things were swirling and speculating. And so in the special, she revealed that she was the only one who was singing.
Do you understand what I'm saying? We played the album for the Pussycat Dolls. It's the first time they ever heard the songs.
Now, I do think this is very nuanced, right? Like, while I can understand her frustration, if you are the one doing what you would consider all of the work in the studio, the writing sessions, you're laying down the vocals, you're dancing, and the girls did sing live. I'm gonna give PCD that. They were singing live. It's very clear to me, anecdotally from what other girls have said, and the talent that they did possess, that they were not given a chance. And I think that's what irritates me the most about Nicole's fun fact, expose, here's the scoop attitude when she reveals details like this, and the way she says it and the way she talks about it. Because it's like, girl, they were not given the opportunity to. They weren't. Like, they literally were not. Some of the other girls literally said we were not allowed in the studio. What leverage or control did they have in this group? None. So why are you acting clueless? That's where I get really confused. And granted, I get that she was there and we weren't. But if we want to be very honest, many of the other girls' stories align, that they were consistently put in their place if they wanted to even try to add more to this equation than a dance step. But like, yes, it sucks to do all of the work, but Nicole, you also got all of the credit for it. So I'm like, it would be different if she was doing all the work and like being pushed to the back and they siloed her off to the side. But like, yes, you did a lot of work, but you also got all of the credit for it while the other girls faded into the background. And according to Melody, Nicole had her own management and representation that the girls by proxy had to end up using. So she always had somebody looking out for her interest solo.
You know, Nicole had her own management. Her management originally became the group's management. Yeah, so she had someone to look after her, and we all were kind of getting to know him and getting to know the team, and you know, it wasn't about us. It was our opportunity to learn.
Was Nicole getting a lion's share?
Oh yeah, yeah. She was the artist. Sorry, she was the artist, and we were the cast members, the interchangeable cast members.
That's your answer right there. She had an advocate. They didn't. This structure was not fair to anybody, and I do not love the connotation and this consistent narrative that the other girls were just lazy. That like Nicole was the only one with drive, passion. She was the only one doing anything because she was the only one allowed to. And I feel like it's that simple. Ashley Roberts, she claimed in later interviews that the girls were always told it was Nicole's project.
But it was with the dolls, and it was years ago.
That was a group thing.
Yeah, it wasn't. Nobody's ever known me as just Ashley. And even in the group, I wasn't allowed to talk.
That's really? It's amazing.
Yeah, we were told to be quiet. Only Nicole can talk.
Only Nicole was allowed to talk.
She's supposed to. We would pitch in every now and then.
Why did they say that then? Did that not drive you nuts?
Are you serious? Why do you think the band broke up?
Fans have made edits and clips of what seems to be Nicole getting visibly irritated when the other girls would speak in interviews.
We're all from different parts of the United States, too.
So we do.
We're super excited because this is the biggest show that we've really been able to do so far. And it's our second world tour, Doll Domination, and we've just really put our heart and souls into everything. There's lots of production.
Melody and Carmit said that they contributed to the album, specifically the first album, 100%. And they contested Ron Fair's claims of Nicole sang every record.
Melody sang a bit here and there, but the records were Nicole. You know, with the exception of an occasional ad-lib. But they were Nicole. They were created with her.
And who set that system up?
Yeah.
The girls should have been gracious all along because she was the lead singer.
And it's really crazy. Like, you treated these girls like disposable castmates, and they're not supposed to have any grievances on the way that they were treated. Crazy work. Crazy work.
So it was kind of insulting that we couldn't even do background vocals or leads or whatever, you know? It wasn't a real group.
And they were in a 360 deal. You know they weren't getting paid. Now, Nicole had some residual income. Melody and Carmit have said they have some residual income from some of the records because, ding, 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 they were singing on some of those tracks. And when we want to talk about it, Melody even admitted that Jimmy Iovine would sometimes turn to her very specifically for marketing and sound ideas because she was the baby of the group. And PCD always wanted to keep a pulse on the younger crowd, the younger gen, to really see what do people want to hear, what do people want to see. So to me, that is more proof that these girls didn't contribute nothing. Kimberly said in 2009, every video and stage performance that we've done, Nicole has been our leader. I wasn't in videos like I wanted, and I wasn't see the way I was hoping, which has been the same for all the other girls too. So there is a general consensus amongst the other members, and I think that is valid to look at that when evaluating the dynamic of Nicole's dominance. I want to make this very clear. Nicole is extremely talented, wildly talented. And I think that her voice, her talent, her charisma has only developed throughout the years into adulthood, right? But there were rumors. Nicole was dating Jimmy Iovine. And if you know or remember, ring a bell, ding, 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 Jimmy Iovine was the chairman of Interscope Geffen A&M. People started to use this to attribute the Nicole push, the Nicole propaganda to the forefront. And the only reason why I mention this is because the Trail of Dead lead singer, Conrad Kelly, fueled these rumors directly in 2007. Okay, he was signed to Interscope at the same time as PCD, and he was not particularly happy with how Interscope was promoting their album. He felt like they were neglecting the group. And so on one of their blog posts off of their website, Conrad Kelly decided to call out Jimmy Iovine very directly. And he said this: ever since label head Jimmy Iovine started dating the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls, it became impossible to get him on the phone. So that was the first bad sign. These are rumors, and just because he said it, it cannot be substantiated. But there was somebody in the Interscope loop who was behind the scenes, who was a part of the industry, that had reason to believe, whether it was he saw it, he suspected it, he heard about it, that there might have been a potential relationship or situationship or affair going on. This was reported on the blogs around 2006, 2007, but it kind of got buried. It didn't really go anywhere after that point.